Yeah, Christina Maurice, lots going on this afternoon. President Trump left the White House for an unannounced visit. He and his daughter Ivanka headed to Dover Air Force Base to view the return of the remains of Chief Army Officer William Ryan Owens. Owens was killed in a raid in Yemen targeting al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. He is the first American combat death under President Trump. In the meantime, the Trump White House is sending a message to Iran.
Iran continues to threaten U.S. friends and allies in the region.
National Security Advisor Michael Flynn condemned Iran's recent ballistic missile test launch, calling it a provocative breach of a UN Security Council resolution.
As of today, we are officially putting Iran on notice.
The statements come as the Senate confirmed Rex Tillerson as Secretary of State.
The yeas are 56.
The nays are 43.
The nays are 43.
The nomination is confirmed.
The nomination is confirmed.
But partisan bitterness played out on Capitol Hill as Democratic senators continued to boycott cabinet hearings. A Senate committee approved Steve Mnuchin for Treasury Secretary and Tom Price for Health Secretary without any Democrats present.
We took some unprecedented actions today due to the unprecedented obstruction on the part of our colleagues.
Meantime, while Betsy DeVos won committee approval to be Education Secretary, two Senate Republicans say they won't support her when the full Senate votes. Critics say DeVos has been poorly informed on public education issues and was also accused of plagiarism.
She has not yet earned my full support. I would not advise that she yet count on my vote.
On Capitol Hill, the president's nominee for Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, made the rounds with Vice President Mike Pence, but he could face a contentious hearing for approval in the Senate.
I have very serious doubts that Judge Neil Gorsuch is up to the job. Mr. President, Madam President, the Supreme Court now rests in delicate balance.
But the president warned that Republicans could use a so-called nuclear option. They could change Senate rules requiring 60 votes for confirmation and instead only require a simple majority.
If we end up with the same gridlock that they've had in Washington for the last longer than 8 years, in all fairness to President Obama, a lot longer than 8 years, but if we end up with that gridlock, I would say, if you can, Mitch, go nuclear.
The president also honored Black History Month and met with African-American leaders, and the discussion included the violence in Chicago. Some even suggested dialogues with gangs.
We're going to be proactive rather than reactive in dealing with this situation.
Now, some breaking news in just the past several minutes. The Republican-controlled House passed a measure to scuttle an Obama regulation protecting streams from coal mining debris. Just another measure the Republicans are doing to undo former President Obama's executive orders in some cases.
As promised.
As promised, that's right.
Thank you, Dick.
All right.